apart from wanting to punish me or wanting to humiliate me and degrade me.
It was done so flippantly, without any sort of consideration to how I may have been feeling about what I was going through. It was done so callously and so coldly. And it was extremely painful. Officers who have since retired from the police force was at fault in this instance. For the basic scene is, we know what happened and we admit that's what happened, but we're going to do absolutely nothing about it. That's the new way. Nothing's going to be done. And how do you feel about that?
That's a joke. It's incredibly insulting to me. I don't know how they'd be the cheek to send me something like this. We've got big nerves.
Protesters arrested with Jennifer weren't strip searched. So were the police really looking for anything, or simply abusing her with a primitive searching procedure which is surely out of date?
As you can hear from this device, the metal detecting arch behind me, picked up the amount of metal that I'm carrying. The arch is very similar to those that can be found in airports pretty well anywhere in the world. What I'm holding is a portable metal detector. It's used by police and security forces pretty well everywhere around the world at the moment, and it's designed to be foolproof and to pick up metal pretty well on anybody. As you'll see, it'll pick up my wristwatch quite easily. In the suitcase, I have explosives detector. It's one of many which is being manufactured in Europe, States, and again around the world. And if I turn it on, it'll probably react to the temperature in this room and may make a little noise. This device will pick up most forms of common explosives that are around today. It won't pick them all up. And that's true probably of most security devices. You have to know what you're looking for. There's no magic answer. There's no single machine that'll do everything. At the end of the day, if you want to find drugs, or you want to find explosives, or you want to find any kind of contraband, doesn't matter what it is, in a prison, in a police station, anywhere, there isn't a magic box. There is really only the efficient, quick strip search.
Despite frequent strip and rub-down searches, drugs, weapons and other contraband enter prisons daily. Governors, though, are reluctant to order more searching.
It's not an activity that most governors want to see increased because it has a very potentially disturbing effect on any man or woman if you strip them. We rely a great deal on our clothes for our personhood, actually. We don't realise it until they're taken from us, and then we realise how much our personhood to the world is dependent upon our clothes, and not somehow our nakedness as human beings in a bodily sense. So there's a great psychological nakedness about it too, that worries most of us, I guess. Now we come to the actual searching of the prisoner's clothing and his actual body. Very, very sensitive area, yes. We agree on that. What role governs searches, Mr. Kirk? Well done. Give me one of the elements, Mr. Jones.
Some prisoners shall be stripped in sight of another inmate, sir.
Well done. And that's self-explanatory. That's something that we would like, yes? That we wouldn't like to be stripped and searched in front of another prisoner. So what we would do would simply close the door to ensure privacy. Give me another element, Mr. Denny.
Seeing your manner as is consistent with the discovery of any item which you may have on him.
Okay, that's a bit of a mouthful, isn't it? Let's have a bit closer look at that, a bit finer detail. In a seemly manner as is consistent with discovering anything concealed. So what we're saying is, yes, we are searching with a view to discovering anything that may well prejudice the security or the good order of the establishment. Another one, Mr. Causey, another element. Alright, that now is far more appropriate and evident than it's ever been, because we've got serving male prison officers serving at Holloway. What's the fourth one, Mr. Mulder?
A prisoner will be searched and taken into custody by an officer on his reception or when the governor thinks necessary.
When the governor directs. Well done.
What the trainees aren't taught on their course, but may learn when they reach the prisons, is that the strip search can have other uses.
The product it yields in terms of the security aspects are so slight that there can't be much question this being the only reason for carrying out strip searches. I think in most prison situations you want the prisoners to appear to be as submissive and quiet and docile as possible, because the more docile the prisoners are, the more peace the prison gets, the prison officers get. So you actually really want the prisoners to behave in a cowed and submissive way. And if you keep treating them in that way, then eventually they'll become like that. So it is a very effective and I think a very calculated way of control.
Okay, before we commence strip searching the prisoner, what is one of the elements of prison law 39 we need to consider at this point?
Strip searched for a regular prisoner.
That's right, no prisoner shall be stripped and searched for the side of another prisoner. Mr. Roberts, could you close the door to ensure privacy?
Sir, Mr.
So you've had a cell search, searched the property, searched your cell, we're now going to have a strip search of the cell. Have you had a strip search before? Well, that's good. I will talk you through each particular part of it. You will not be totally naked at any one time. Okay? Would you let's put a blanket down, Davis, because that floor is a little bit, there we are, stand the blanket. No problem, stand the blanket. Okay, Davis, would you pass me one of your shoes, please? you need to take our time, same with all of it, have a good look through. Check down the trousers, the fly area, turn the legs inside out. Check the turn-ups, anything in there, or it could be seal, anything could be hidden in there. A good tip for you is to leave one leg out. Then take the other leg out. If you put it back in, it could be that you pull the same one out twice. Same again, check the whole of the trouser, the actual leg, the seams, turn-ups, everything is satisfactory. Another back pocket there as well. Okay, Davis, can you pass me your underpants? Yes, can you pass me your underpants? Won't take a moment. Okay, again, we need to check the underpants. While I'm doing this, Davis, would you lift your left foot up and show the base of your foot to Mr. Roberts, please? Right, check the underpants, through them, everything. Do the one, please, Davis. Right, a second. Okay, slip your underpants back on for me.
Strip searching by the book, a difficult procedure handled with sensitivity.
Okay, in fact, it's a little bit drafty here, Davis. The best thing to do is put your socks back on. There's a gale blowing through it. Yourself. Slip your socks back on. It is, agree with you.
There is no consistent, coherent system of strip searching. It varies from prison to prison, from prison officer to prison officer. I mean, for example, just this week, we had a letter from a prisoner, from the husband of a prisoner, and he said the problem is that the staff at this particular prison are carrying out the strip searches on non-drug offenders, and very often totally at random. She tells me that the searches are mainly being done in the toilets, very often in the presence of 2 to 3 officers. They're being held after visits at any time, day or night, and even after Sunday morning outings with the church. On some occasions, the girls even have to remove sanitary towels. How low can the staff make these girls feel? He goes on to say, many of them may deserve to be there in society's eyes, but even so, they still have their pride and their dignity, and should never have to be subjected to this kind of foul treatment, searching in toilets.
Clean Break is a theatre group made up of ex-prisoners who want the public to know what people go through in prison. This reconstruction shows that the humiliating reality is far removed from the theoretical world of the Prison Officers Training College.
And take your top off, love.
The whole feeling of what's going to happen to my life outside and my friends and everything, and your whole life is suddenly shattered, and then that just really hit home when I was stripped. It hit home of the degradation and the whole meaning of the whole situation. It was extremely humiliating because I'd already been stripped of everything else, and standing naked with no clothes on, I felt so exposed and extremely vulnerable, and I felt so ashamed.
My first experience was actually when I was just 14. I was taken to Church Remand Centre, where I'd been through 2 police stations. I'd been searched at both of those police stations and then taken to Church, where I was put into a cubicle and put into a dressing gown. Then I was actually bodily searched by prison officers who seemed to show no compassion for me at all, for my age or my size or anything at all. I was then searched with a lamp. They seemed to want to mark down all your scars and marks and birthmarks and things like that. They looked for nicks and cracks. And, to me, I just didn't understand what was happening.